life on the balls of your feet. How was it this past week for you? I hope that you were able to find balance, that you saw where you needed to do a little bit of progression, maybe not start at the high end, but go a little bit lower. And I hope that it was, that you felt successful for that first week of Shape Your Future. In my blog that I posted along with this video, I talked about a 2-degree change and how that small 2-degree change can affect an overall larger, long-lasting, and sustaining change. And so I thought, well, how does that play out in the fitness component? And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. You know, you can tell that I've got lots and lots of leaves around me. This past weekend we were able to be on the East Coast for our niece's wedding, and it's a little chilly. And depending upon, it doesn't matter where you live. You could live in Southern California where we live, or you can be out here in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and you still have to go and make those little changes as we come from our warmer weather from the summertime and into autumn into the colder weather of the winter time. And so whether or not you take that workout from the outside inside, or you have to go and put a few more layers on as you go outside to work out, whatever it is, you need to make those incremental changes because you don't want to stop what you've been doing. You don't want to stop the beginning of a great plan, a great lifestyle change that you're making for yourself. So I want to encourage you today through a couple of really practical applications that you can do to really affect that little 2% change. So the first one is, I know that a lot of folks like to walk, and walking is a great exercise. And so if you are an avid walker, then what you can do to go and make that little bit of a change in your workout where it can start to become a little bit more challenging for you is to mix it up a little bit. You know, cross-training is really a wonderful, wonderful thing to do where you're changing it around and you're mixing it up. So if you were walking, let's do the same thing with walking. What you can do on one day is you can go and add some intervals, meaning you can go and after you've had a dynamic warm-up, you can go ahead and start to increase your speed. And when you've warmed up significantly and you've got that speed going, then just go and power walk start off for doing 30 seconds, and then rest for a minute, and then go another 30 seconds or add another 5 seconds on. And you can do that back and forth through your workout, throughout however long you want to walk, and wherever you are. Again, progression. But that's one, is to go and mix it up by using interval. The second thing you can do is take a day and add hills. It could be if you're just beginning, you can go ahead and walk up that hill just to get to the top. And if that's a success, yay. If you are a seasoned walker, then go ahead and power walk up some of those hills and have more than just one hill in your workout. The third thing that you can do is, maybe you've seen there are a lot of parks now around that have stations. They have benches where you can do push-ups. They've got chin-up bars. And they have signs actually there that show you and tell you what you can do. I encourage you the next time is to go and stop at those stations and add that strength component to it. If you don't have any of those parks that have those circuits, then just do your own. You can go and walk for a little bit and then go ahead and do some push-ups. If you can't get on the ground to do the push-ups, then go ahead against a tree or go against a bench and do an incline push-up that way. It's a great, great thing to be able to do that. You can do squats. You can go and add some weights, 5-pounders. I wouldn't really probably add a whole lot more than that. And you can walk with them by your side. Think about your posture as you're walking. And you can go and do bicep curls. You can do tricep presses. You can do a myriad of things, obviously, with those dumbbells. So those are a couple of things that you can do to make those 2% or 2-degree changes that make a huge difference. For those of you who have the cardio in, or you've got the strength training in, and you just need a little bit more cardio, then I encourage you to go ahead and Ride a bike. Uh, Include those hills on your bike. If you want to go and start running, running's not for everybody. That's my exercise of choice. I love to run, but if I go and design a program for you and you just really hate running, then you're not going to do that workout. And that's the same as you go and own this for yourself. As you go and you've determined this is what you're going to be doing to go and shape your future. Pick those exercises, pick those activities that you really enjoy or that you want to try. And maybe you don't like it, and then go and switch to something else. But I really want to encourage you to give it a shot and get out there and get that heart moving. For those of you who haven't been moving at all, I encourage you to start. But for those of you who are seasoned, let's bump it up that 2 degrees to make that change. Let's see, just a couple of other things here. On Wednesday, my Wednesday coaching, I'm going to talk about the nutrition component of making that 2-degree change. And I just want to remind you to maintain that food journal as well as add an exercise journal. It's amazing when we write things down how much more aware of what we're eating or what we're doing. It totally makes a difference. And then make sure that you post those goals. Post your goals. Post your want-tos. What is it that you really want to do? What have you determined that you really want to do? And then make sure that you are connecting with your accountability partner and keeping each other on track and being really great encouragers to one another. Remember, this all plays into doing the simple things really, really well. Have a great week, and contact me, email me, and let me know how you're doing. Let me know if there are any ways in which I can be of help to you. Check out my email is Karen@fit2core.com. Thanks so much.